Hey everyone, good morning and good evening based on from where you are joining. Thank you so much for joining us in. Uh, it's absolutely lovely seeing a lot of folks signing up and showing interest in our event. Feels amazing. So today, as all of you know, we are going to be discussing all about Marketo's new game-changing features, that is engagement canvas. I myself been part of this feature since its inception, since it was in ideation phase with Adobe. Have worked uh, you know in naming this feature, in beta testing, alpha testing this feature, have worked very closely with the Adobe's product team, so have a lot of insights to share around these features. And we have this feature installed in our Marketo test instance as well, so we'll be also be able to show you the live demo too. So without wasting time, let's get started. So a quick agenda. So we'll have a quick housekeeping, then we'll clarify, like we'll walk through what Adobe Journeys is and how it's not, how it's different from Engagement Canvas, why Engagement Canvas, what is the business proposition. We'll walk through the feature overview, what are its capabilities, what are the things that you can do with it. We'll, as I said, we have a live demo. We'll have a demo created in an instance for you, so we'll show that up. And we have a quick quiz and summary in the end, and of course, as always, we'll have Q&A towards the end as well. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the Q&A section so that we can take it up towards the end as well, and maybe discuss that during the session. So let's quickly start with the speaker introductions. I'm sure a lot of people would know both Ajay and me, but if you don't, I am Darshil Shah. I work as a senior consultant at Deloitte. I am a 2022 Marketo champion and champion of the year as well. I am 2-time certified architect, 3 times expert, and I also authored the certification exam that makes me subject matter expert, and I lead co-lead India VMUG and Delhi user group. We'll be seeing, like, we are planning some good events for Delhi user group as well. So hoping to see you all there as well. And I'm Marketing Nation community advisor as well. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen, posting me on LinkedIn. And thank you so much for engaging with my post. I really appreciate that. Over to you, Ajay.
Thank you, Darshil. A pretty much impressive introduction. So appreciate what all you do for Marketing Nation and helping the Indian Marketo user group. So my name is Ajay Sarpal. I'm based in Bangalore and I'm founder and CEO of Unicorn Martech. My firm happens to be the bronze level partner of Adobe. I'm 4 times Marketo champion, 3 times Adobe subject matter expert, and subject matter expert title is given to those who are actually responsible for building certification exam questions for Adobe. So starting from professional expert till master, which we earlier used to call it Marketo certified solution architect. So I'm fortunate to be a part of the certification writing team for all these 3 certifications of Marketo. And in addition to this, I was awarded as Fearless 50 in 2019, and I'm also India VMUG and Virtual Marketo Measure User Group Leader. This is all from my side.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's a pretty impressive introduction. So let's get started with the quick housekeeping. So I'm sure, like, we are seeing a lot of familiar faces, and I'm pretty sure you would have been part of earlier meetings as well. But in case you are new, there are some basic rules that we tend to follow to ensure that these meetings are intact. So no self promotion or pitching of any kind is absolutely it's permitted at MUG events. I mean, it's recommended you don't contact people outside of this user group without their explicit consent. And if there are any use cases that are being discussed or shared in this user group, please don't share that information without their consent outside as well. So, and this MUG meeting is being recorded so that we can, we can post this meeting on the Marketo user group YouTube channel, so that people who missed this meeting or want to rewatch it at a later point in time can go and rewatch it as well. And of course, a lot of the all of you are absolutely connected with our chapter. Thank you so much. But if you are not joined as a member of our chapter, please consider joining us so that you get all the notifications as and when we publish the events and plan the events in the future. And some upcoming chapter of opportunities for chapter members. So we have a new webinar series that goes by the champion deep dives. So we have been already been conducting a lot of events in partnership with the fellow champions, and we like the focus of this particular series is to take up a topic, a market to engage related topic, and really deep dive, start from the very basics ABCs of that event, and then go till the very depth of that feature. So Corey and I are going to be presenting, all about APIs. That I think that would be a really fun session that you should be looking out for the month of August. So yeah, I mean, we are working on promoting that event. So uh, hoping to see you guys there as well. So as of now, Adobe has three certifications for Marketo Engage: the professional certification, which is an entry level certification; the expert, that is next level; and the master or the architect level certification, which is the pinnacle of all the certification landscape for the Adobe Marketo Engage is concerned. And along with that, Adobe has already launched the renewal exam, which is an unproctored free of cost exam for the Adobe certified expert professional who want to renew their exam. They can take up the exam at their own at their convenience, and that is absolutely free and unproctored. And yeah, some quick chapter highlights. So, Ajay and I were discussing few days back, and we have really came far. So it's almost been a year since we have inherited this chapter, and we have already wrote this chapter a lot. So we are like 320 plus strong active chapter members, and we are growing at a rapid pace. That is amazing. And as of now, we plan like one event per 2 months. That is the cadence that we are sticking to as of now. And a lot of you have actually reached out to us and suggested the topics, and we have been picking up these topics line by line. So some of the topics that are requested most by our chapter members are the Salesforce Marketo Sync Marketo Measure and the program member custom field. So we'll definitely be planning events, future events around these topics. Meanwhile, if you have any more suggestions, please feel free to let us know. We are absolutely available on LinkedIn via email. We are pretty much active there all the time.
Great. And there are
Uh,
a few things which I would like to add here,
yeah.
Darshil.
Please
Uh,
go ahead, Ajay.
that first of all, many thanks from my side as
Yeah,
well, because your active participation of all MUG members is equally important. And we really appreciate your joining. And like the way Darshil said, that your participation even on LinkedIn as well. Uh, my only suggestion would be, just in case, if any one of you uh, have some sort of an interesting topic which you would like to present, or there is anything else which you think could be helpful for the India MUG members, we are all here to help you or assist you with the best of our ability. This stage is yours as well. Just in case if you have something to
yeah,
present, you can always come up here and just let us know, and we will try our best to get that accommodated. Just in case there are specific topic which we may not be able to cover, we can always bring speakers from outside as well. Because when we
yeah,
introduced the MCSA exam topic, then at that time we actually invited Josephine, who is the credential manager of Adobe, and she actually distributed free exam vouchers as well. So depending upon what all your requirements are and how much you would like to participate, be a speaker or be an attendee, or maybe you have suggestions related to any topic, we are all here to assist you with the best of our ability.
yeah, absolutely. And we are very close with the product team as well. So if you want us to, bring somebody from the product team for any of your express interest, we would be more than happy to try that as well. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much again. Means a lot. So over to you, Ajay. You wanna kick us off?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Darshil. So
Yeah,
first thing first, when engagement canvas was sort of announced, it was announced as journeys, that we are going to have journeys, and many people actually thought that we are talking about Adobe's journeys getting into Marketo. So Adobe journeys are completely different than the engagement canvas. So Adobe Journey Optimizer, Journey Orchestration, these are two different tools, and these are completely different than engagement canvas. So many people got somewhat confused with the name, and that's how Adobe ended up changing uh, the Marketo's journey to engagement canvas so that it is making more sense to everyone. So now the question is, what is Adobe Journeys? So basically, Adobe Journeys are ways to create personalized and omni-channel experience for your customers based on their data, behavior, and preferences. You can use Adobe Journey Optimizer or Journey Orchestration to design, manage, and optimize journeys across different channels and touch points. And these tools can help you improve customer engagement, conversion, and loyalty. On the other hand, Adobe Marketo Engagement Canvas is a product feature, which is an addition, and it is actually built to build and visualize smart campaign efficiently. It is completely different from the Adobe Journey Optimizer and Journey Orchestration. So now the next slide is why engagement canvas? Why do we need it? So please raise your hand in the Zoom because we all have come across all these issues. As a consultant, whenever I'm migrating a client to Marketo from their existing marketing automation platform, which is other than Marketo, training a new user is always a challenge. It takes a slightly time, or it take a little bit longer for a new user who is just completely new to Marketo, even if they have experience with other marketing automation platform, to learn Marketo as quickly as possible. The another thing is that if you haven't used Marketo for pretty long time, explaining advanced logic to non-Marketo engaged user is a bit of a challenge. Because everything is there in flow, and just think about it, if you're using an extremely complex smart campaign logic, which is using nested smart campaigns within, and there are multiple choices, and if you need to draw a flow chart to explain this to your C level or vice president level, it was something that initially you need to start everything in Visio, draw the chart, and then thereafter build all these actionable items in Marketo Smart Campaign. But all these challenges can be easily fixed, or we can easily get over with the help of the engagement canvas. So training, let it be training new Marketo engage user, let it be designing how leads flow through the funnel, let it be explaining advanced logic to non-Marketo engage users, or diagnosing or auditing the inherited instances, creating comprehensive nurture journeys, or correlating marketing goals to campaigns. It has become a lot easier with the new edition of this tool.
Yeah, and I would just like to add one more point here, and I will discuss this during the demo as well. So Marketo has capabilities to build very convoluted and complex flows to support your marketing needs. So we have request campaign feature, we have execute campaign feature. So and those can be nested as well. Like you can have a daisy chain of campaigns, and usually that becomes a little convoluted and confusing, especially for new users to understand if there are like certain campaigns requesting certain other campaigns. So all of those are the pain points that engagement canvas has been designed to, alleviate. So uh, yeah.
Yep. And there is one more thing which I want to add, that even for the
Uh-huh.
presentation, or and means, there was a time when I was working as a manager, and at that time my chief marketing officer told me that the more graphic representation or images you
Yeah,
have, people tend to understand it better. So
absolutely.
if you have a proper flow chart of the all these steps which you want to actually show it to the executive team, that this is the nurture journey which we have built for XYZ products, or this is how the leads usually flow in our lead life cycle model, that makes a lot of difference. So, and
Absolutely.
here lead life cycle means if you're using various smart campaigns. So so this is how the engagement canvas, formally named as Journeys, looks like. And Darshil is going to give a complete in-depth demo by logging into his Marketo instance and showing how to build such flows and how these things actually look like. So the best part is that, as I explained in the previous slide, that it is pretty easy to manage and validate interconnected campaigns with visualization. So there are instances when we are using multiple nested campaigns, and like Darshil said, that we are using uh, request a campaign or then execute a campaign flow step. At that time, it becomes sort of a nightmare if there are 5 6 campaign after a smart campaign we are calling. So the beauty of this engagement canvas is that now you can easily understand, you can easily diagnose the issue just in case if you're getting into any sort of challenge, and it actually helps in saving a lot of time when you're building these workflows, when you're editing it, and when you're presenting it to the management. So it is definitely going to help in increasing operational efficiency with enhanced error handling and troubleshooting. It is going to help you to accelerate time to value by quickly onboard new users, and it is going to actually improve alignment across key stakeholders with intuitive visuals and provide insight into complex campaigns. Next slide, please. Thank you. And here is what you can do with engagement canvas. So the most important thing is that you can simplify workflows. That is the best thing, because the ease of use is tremendous and it is going to help everyone. So the engagement canvas button gives you detailed visualization of your smart campaign. Thus, you can easily simplify the workflows. It can help you to troubleshoot the smart campaigns across the entire journey. It is not as cumbersome as first look into one smart campaign and then thereafter move into another one manually. It is now just with the click of the button, you can easily navigate from one smart campaign to another. You can also set up campaign settings as well. Let's assume if you want to run a campaign flow one time, or if you want to set up a recurrence, even you want to add a triggers or various other filters, you can easily do it. And the most important thing, you can always export and share. So so you can actually export the user-friendly design. You can export smart list, flow action, campaigns, members. These are pretty great thing, as well as you can actually export the entire flow chart with the diagrams that how the lead is expected to flow in PNG file. As of now, I think we are just offering this only in PNG file.
Yeah, as of now it's PNG, but I think Adobe is gonna probably add a PDF option as well. But as of now it's PNG.
Awesome. uh, can you please help me to
Yeah.
move to the next slide? So unlocking the value of engagement canvas step of the way. So there are multiple benefits of it. The biggest benefit is that it is going to help you in the planning phase. Like whenever you need to plan any large nurture track, uh, you can actually build a workflow, um, you know, using the engagement canvas, show it to your director or vice president of marketing or chief marketing officer, take their approval, and that's it. You can use the same workflow and the smart campaign is already built over there. You can, so that is the best thing. And second thing, how you could unlock the value is by making a fuller use of this engagement canvas for executing various smart campaigns. And you can always have a leadership alignment over here. So how it is going to empower your users? So for new user, you can now train the new user with a better ease and speed. Power user can now diagnose the issues related to smart campaigns or any flow logic pretty easily. So decipher complex nested campaign is the another uh, functionality or the another usage of this specific solution for the power user. And for decision maker, it is an improved collaboration and efficiency across various team members and stakeholders, because now you could create a flow chart and help them understand uh, each and every flow pretty better. And at the same time, you could use the same flow to build your smart campaign, or whenever you're building those flows, these smart campaigns are already getting created or getting updated instantly. So
Yeah. No need to first create the smart campaign, that convoluted logic in Marketo, and then create a visual in say Visio or like product or usage chart just to explain your strategy, or the leadership team saying that this is the flow that we have built out. So I think a lot of power user would still prefer creating smart campaigns via the existing UX, but new user can actually would rather prefer creating it via the visual format. And the one of the best thing that I like about this is that it's backwards compatible. So any change that you make in old UX or the classic experience that gets reflected in real time in the uh, like engagement canvas, and any change that you make in the engagement canvas gets reflected right back into the classic experience. So that is wonderful thing that we.
Yeah.
And let's head over to the most exciting part.
Yep,
That is
that's
the
right.
demo. uh, Ajay, can you confirm if you can see my Marketo screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. So I already created. So when I create campaigns on screen share, I tend to make some mistakes. So I already created all the assets in the campaigns so that I don't spend a lot of time in creating those assets. I would rather prefer spending time on walking you through how what is the difference between the existing UX and the engagement canvas, and how like what I really wanted you to see this in action, and what really the backward compatibility mean, and how that is the game changer thing. So I have I have created a trigger campaign. This trigger campaign, of course, a demo campaign has like multiple triggers. It has filters as well, and in the flow, I have like two flow steps as of now. One is send email flow step that has choice steps, and of course this can get as convoluted as we want as per the requirement. And then I also have a request campaign to demonstrate how this can be a game-changing feature, especially for the power users who are using request campaign and execute campaign steps in their flow. And this is the campaign that is getting requested, and this campaign is an a demo campaign as this campaign as well. So once this feature is enabled, you will see this build-in journey button added to your all of your campaigns here. And this button, or this is something that would be deployed on August 1st, that is the launch date as well, for all the instances worldwide that Adobe manages. And this would be available to all the users. So you need not enable any special permissions for your existing users so that they can see. So as soon as you click on this, built-in journeys, uh, you will be able to see the engagement canvas. The exact same campaign would open up in the engagement canvas format. And there are a lot of options, and I'll try to walk you through all the options and all the things that you can do here, and all the things, of course, that we are able to see and modify. So first up is we can edit the smart campaign name description. Any changes that I make here would absolutely be reflected in our classic experience in real time. So I made the change. That change happened here. And then, of course, this is a trigger campaign. This is in an inactive state. We see that here as well. And there's an option to activate the campaign here. If I activate campaign right here from this tab, the campaign will get activated. Yep, here as well. Similarly, if we deactivate the campaign, will get deactivated from the classic experience as well. So that is what, when on a very high level backwards compatibility is. You just make change in one experience, the resultant, the respective change will get reflected in the other UX. So I think that is amazing, and that doesn't need you to like need a refresh of screen. And so there's an a button through which you can expand and see all of your triggers. So our trigger, like our trigger campaign had like 3 triggers. As soon as I enable the view trigger option, I get to see all of my triggers. And in the right trail, these are the triggers that are that are present in this campaign that I can see. And this is the version, or this version is the version that Adobe installed in my instance when we were alpha and beta testing this feature. So there might be slight adjustment that you may see when this feature launches based on the recommendations and the changes that Adobe did in the final launch version. So as far as I know, all of these buttons that you see are right at the top. These buttons Adobe has shifted in the respective right rails. So when you expand this view trigger or view flow, you will be able to see like this right rail will expand, and you instead of seeing all the options here, I think Adobe has placed this options here so that you are able to not only view the triggers, but you are also able to update your triggers right from this. No need to move your cursor in the navbar, top navbar. So I think that is one small change that I'm aware that the Adobe has done from the beta and alpha release compared to the actual GA release. So coming back to this campaign flow, this is the trigger. Then we have the filters. So when I click filters, these are the filters that we have, and as of now, the logic is set to all. So like it's an AND operation, and these are the filters. And you can actually update your filters by clicking this button or as well. So you get all the options that you would actually get in the smart list criteria, in the smart list tab. And of course, since we are updating filters, you will just see filters here, and you can bring any of the filter you want in here, and that update will also get transpired to this campaign as well. So yeah, it also has this error handling. So if there are any errors that that are present in your filter or trigger or anywhere in the smart campaign, that respective that a warning or an error symbol will also get popped up. So apart from that, after filter we have a flow. So first triggers, then filters, then flow. And the first flow step you see here is the send email flow step, like we had in the smart campaign. The classic experience, and there were like 4 choices, like 3 choices and one default choices. Default choice that were added to this flow step, so we can expand, like click this button and see all of this choice here. So, and this is also completely editable. Like if you make any changes here, you will see those changes here as well in the classic experience. And I think this is a great view to visualize. So a lot of us process things top to bottom, left to right. So as choice steps execute, like if first choice is met, then it doesn't execute remaining choices in that particular order. It helps us visualize in the engagement canvas itself. So I think this will help a lot of new users, and especially the people who are not a lot like tech savvy, the C-suite or VP level folks. They can just see the flow and understand that these are the things that are going to happen in case a person with XYZ attributes will flow through the campaign. And then in the end, we have a request campaign step as well. So this is also like one of the biggest mileage of this, or one of the biggest advantage of this engagement canvas feature is. So till now we see that we can edit, update, trigger, filter, flow step, all that is fine. We can do that in this experience as well, just that it's not visually done. But apart from that, there's one thing that you cannot do in your existing or the classic experience that you can actually do in engagement canvas or see in engagement canvas. So this campaign is actually requesting a campaign. So there's an option through which you can see the campaign that is getting requested. So in here you just see that the campaign is getting requested, like to add to drip nurture. But in order to view that campaign, you need to go to that campaign, open up its smart list, open up its flow. But with this, you can just choose to view this campaign right here in this screen as itself. So I think this helps users visualizing things, and if they are able to visualize and see things in single screen, I think it would help them optimize it in a way, because a lot of time we have a lot of like a really convoluted, a complex logic built out, but since it's not presented visually, we are not able to optimize it and find gaps in it. But I think with this UX, with engagement canvas, I think it will help optimize and see entire campaign building logic very visually. So you can. So this is the this is the campaign that is getting requested. You can see right here from this screen itself. And moving to settings. So this is the journey part where you see. I think Marketo will just rename it to engagement canvas. I hope so, because they'll change the name. So in the settings, you see all the campaign settings. You see, I hope you can see it. Let me just zoom in a bit. So you can see all of your qualification rules. You see campaign status, when it was created, last modified, smart list mode, etc. So there's an option like this probably is more suitable for the patch campaign. So in case you want to see how many people are currently qualified for the smart list criteria, you can just refresh this. And yeah, this is absolutely more suitable for the patch campaign. And you can also edit your qualification rules right from here. So you can say only once every or every time, block non-operational emails, etc. All of your default things that you used to do from the schedule tab in the classic experience, you are able to do it from the engagement canvas itself. So yeah, I mean, whatever suits you. If you like, I personally would probably like make switch between both the experiences. But if you yeah, I mean, I think a lot of new users would probably prefer the engagement canvas thing. uh, yeah, because it's really intuitive. And if you want to export it, I can quickly export this as well. So there's an option through which you can, yeah, of course you can view members right from here as well, and there's an option to export it. So this will actually export the entire canvas in the PNG file, and you can share the PNG file with your stakeholders. So no need to build a separate journey or a separate flow in a Visio or Lucid chart. You can just build it right here and send this to your stakeholders or your strategy team to see what actually has been built in Marketo. I hope this this live demo helps seeing like what engagement canvas is all about and what are its merits and how it's going to be a game changer. We have also recorded, like we have this recorded demo version in our PPT, so we have included that towards the end, and we'll be sharing the PPT as well. So in case you want to see at a later point, you can definitely go ahead and see the recorded version of the demo as well. But we thought it would be better to show the entire demo in the live format so that you can see what actually it is in real time, how it will actually look in the instance. Anything else you would like me to cover, Ajay, here?
Yeah,
Or
this is great.
yeah,
Uh, there is just one thing which I want to cover. Can you please go back to
yeah,
the,
yeah, yeah,
and can you please click on settings
yeah.
right next to journeys? And if you scroll down, the system priority. So the best thing is that we could actually see that as per system priority,
Yep.
it is higher in the cadence, and that is really cool. Because the admins can now override a determining means, just in case if we want to lower down the priority of any smart campaign or
They
any
can
of the
override it.
flow, we could do that. Earlier we were not having that functionality, but now we have that. So this is the another cool feature in my opinion.
Yeah, this option was actually hidden behind my Zoom control bar, so I didn't see it. But yeah, thank you so much for highlighting that. Awesome. I will quickly move us back to the presentation. So we have some FAQs that Ajay would cover, and of course I will also pitch in. So over to you, Ajay.
Thank you, Darshil. It was a great demo.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
so like me and Darshil, I'm pretty much optimistic that you all will be having questions about this new functionality. So these are the frequently asked question which we thought will be able to answer most of your questions. So the first question is that, do I have to rebuild all my campaigns in engagement canvas? The answer is no. Engagement canvas will launch will full backward compatibility with the click of the button. So you will be able to see each of your existing campaigns in the visual engagement canvas interface. And this is exactly how Darshil showed it to you. And the second question is that, does having engagement canvas in Marketo Engage mean I will lose access to the folder structure and will have to relearn how to build a smart campaign? The answer is no. The beauty of this feature is that you can always toggle between engagement canvas and smart campaign, and you can work on both the offerings or both the modules. So these two are complementary to each other. And in certain ways, I feel that engagement canvas has more advantages rather than using just a basic smart campaign flow or trigger or smart list criteria. Uh, the another one, do I have to pay something addition for the engagement canvas? The good thing is that, or the good news is that no, all existing and new customers of Marketo Engage users under all subscription will have access to this complementary feature.
Yeah, that's the best part.
That is the best part. Yeah. So how is this different from other visual builders? So there are three key things that set engagement canvas apart: the flexibility, functionality, and the power. So within flexibility, it is easily to manage and validate interconnected or deeply nested campaigns with visualization, like the way Darshil showed you, that even if you are using choices or even if you're calling various smart campaigns and using nested smart campaign structure, it is pretty easy to manage and validate. And just in case if there is any error in any of these, uh, in any of the criteria, you can also see that the red color mark over that specific flow or smart list criteria, so that it is easy for you to fix it. Second thing is functionality. So all visuals are out of box, making it easier to use. The necessary structure allows user to dive into and get the whole picture without unnecessary scrolling. And power, you retain all existing sophistication of Marketo Engage, and now it is in visual format. So it is empowering new users as well as the existing users, and it is actually helping the management team to understand how these various smart campaigns are flowing the leads and the data within the marketing automation platform. And when will I see engagement canvas in my Marketo Engage instance? Darshil already mentioned that it is August 1st. Just a few more days to go. And um, I'm not able to see this question completely. Darshil, would you be able to scroll it?
Yeah, I can speak to it, no problem.
Awesome. Yes,
So
please.
yeah, this question is one of the FAQs. As a marketing agent, when I'm responsible for turning engagement canvas on or off. So the answer to is no. So as I already said while I was starting my demo, that this feature is gonna be implemented and install instance wide for all the users. There's no responsibility or no dependency on marketer admins that you would have to probably go to your admin, or if you are an admin, you would have to enable access for certain users, choose who can access the engagement canvas or not. This is the system-wide instance level access that is presented to all the users. So think of it like this way: if a user can create, edit, update smart campaign, they can see and create, edit, update smart campaigns via the visual engagement canvas as well. So it's a complementary way. So now you get to explore both the worlds, the classic experience and the engagement canvas as well. Whatever suits your needs, whatever you find better to be building your smart campaigns, those campaigns that move the needle, you can build it out in either format.
Thank you, Darshil. And the next question is everything that's available in Smart Campaign today also available in Engagement Canvas, or are there limitations in the first release? Um, so yes, the answer is yes. Engagement Canvas has full feature parity with the Smart Campaigns. And the next question is, how can I learn more and stay up to date on news? So definitely this won't be the last you hear on Engagement Canvas. So closer to the general announcement or general availability, sorry. There are always problems I have with the acronyms. So
Yeah.
closer to general availability, the Marketo Engage product teams will run webinars, share blogs, posts, and more, and check all of your usual channels, and we will keep you all updated. We will try our best, as and when we are hearing anything, we will be posting on LinkedIn, and Darshil does amazing job doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. And uh, this is not something that Adobe Marketo is gonna build and forget, like build, deploy, forget. This is something that I have heard from product team that they want to continue building on it. based on the user feedback, based on the response and the traction that they could get from the users. So definitely Marketo is going to be working on updating this engagement canvas based on your feedback, based on your suggestions. So yeah, that is also one of the great things.
And the another question is, this is awesome. Can I be involved in some way? So uh, I'm still unable to see the entire answer, so I will let Darshil to speak about it. I will just cover a bit of it. That while there is no longer the option to be included in the alpha and beta testing, but there are still ways you could actually communicate to the product team, and I'm not able to see that email address over here. So feel free to share your experience, your learnings, and the best practices which you have implemented with the product team, and Darshil will be able to add more specific, especially about the email address to which you can send your emails with
Yeah.
your with your user experience and with your feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's journeys-marketo-engage@adobe.com. So this, this distribution list has all the concerned PMs who have actually worked on building this feature. So you can, as I said, this is not something that Marketo is going to build, deploy, or forget. This is something that Marketo is, going to be working very closely with, of course, the product advocates like us, the power users, and the actual users who are and actually using this engagement canvas feature. So based on your suggestion, I would say based on all of our suggestions who are users of Marketo, we are going to work on updating it and making it more user friendly, more usable for all of us. So, and of course, yeah, we'll include this PPT at the end and like post event communication. So you can, get that email from there as well. So let's, head over to summary, a quick summary of the things that we discussed. So summarizing on how engagement canvas can help you. So engagement canvas can, help increasing the operational efficiency. So we like on a day-to-day basis as Marketo users, we build a lot of campaigns, a lot of Marketo campaigns. This can help you, increase the operational efficiency. As I said, there is no need for you to build out the smart campaign in the classic experience, then go and build out, the entire flow in Lucid Chat, etc. You can just export that, or maybe if you're building in that, you can just export that and send it over to your strategy or your higher levels. They can visualize it there. And of course, if you have like really convoluted logic, you can see all of the campaigns at one place. You can see if there are any gaps, if there are any limitations, if there is any opportunities for, if there are any opportunities for improving the logic, fixing those small leaks or cracks. I think engagement canvas, with engagement canvas, you'll be able to do it, in a more efficient way. The next is field reuse cipher. So that's a part of this I already covered in my first point. So you build your campaigns, you absolutely, of course, you like a lot of users actually tend to use the campaigns and like create the COE campaigns that are being requested by other campaigns for the common logic, and decipher the logic or the decipher the, if there are any cracks or leaks in your flow in the visual format. And I think all of us would agree that it's easier to decipher or find out the small edge cases, the small, little cracks when things are placed in a visual format. Then it's just, visualizing this, like seeing the smart list, try to visualize, like create a picture in our head, then see the flow. If it's the campaign is requesting like multiple campaigns, head over to those campaigns, try to see if there are any gaps or missing pieces, etc. I think when everything is put together in a single picture at a single screen, it helps, increase like removing those minor errors and cracks. And yeah, you can, as I said, I think we have covered this multiple times, but yeah, you can export the engagement canvas visual right from the UX and send it over to your stakeholders. So the thing that you had to like probably take hours building, like probably hour or two building that flow in Lucid Chat, you can just do that in a click of a button in Marketo with this engagement canvas. Yeah. a very quick summary. This applies to all the Marketo Engage users who, as I said earlier, have access to smart campaigns. They would be able to see the built-in engagement canvas or built-in journeys button in their UI itself. On clicking that, they can see the campaign setup in the visual or the engagement canvas format. And this feature is going to be released for all the users at a single time on August 1st, not a phased rollout like some other features. And this is applicable, or this is going to be rolling out to all the Marketo Engage, existing Marketo Engage instances on August 1st. Yep, now we are officially done with the presentation and demo. Happy to take up any questions or hear your feedbacks, or if you see any opportunities that you feel that XYZ could have been included as well based on the demo that you saw. We are all ears as well. We can definitely help you reach out to product team in case required.
I think there are a few questions.
Yeah, let's just open Q&A. But I'm glad that we were able to, complete this presentation in time. Because usually your presentations, they last long. Yeah.
That's right.
So Vijay is asking, can this feature be disabled for certain user or roles if we want? No, that is not a possibility as of now, Vijay. This feature, as I said earlier, is gonna be present and available to all the people, all the users, I would say, who can access smart campaigns. So if a person or a user has access to smart campaigns, they are gonna be seeing this feature or the engagement canvas in their instance. But in case you have strong use case where you want to restrict this feature, as of like, for example, certain user or certain people should not be seeing this feature, this option, if there is a strong use case, you can definitely reach out to the product team. I mean, to be honest, I was one of the person who actually proposed this idea, saying that do we really need this feature? Then yeah, I mean, I didn't honestly get a lot of votes, but I thought of this idea. So yeah, if you also feel the same and have a strong use case for it, I would definitely suggest writing to the product team. And yeah, if you want, you can let us know. We can help you connect with them.
I'll take the another question, Darshil. And
Yeah.
Vishwa Kiran Shetty, he's asking a question that will the new canvas feature allow us to have multiple choice option in the flow steps? The answer is yes. You're pretty much going to do the similar thing like the way you were doing it in Smart Campaign. So that is actually an exciting functionality.
Yeah, I just opened up there are a few questions in the chat and there are a few questions in the Q&A. We'll just, take one by one. So there's one question in the chat in the Q&A section saying, so the person is asking if we already had a session on the program member custom fields. No, we haven't had those. So those are the topics that you saw in the starting. Those are the topics that a lot of members have requested. So we are planning our future sessions around it. So that is something that will cover in our future sessions. Will every role be able to access this? Yes, Casey, every role will be able to access this as long as they have smart campaign permissions. There's one user, and this is a great question. They say they're asking, can you build the whole campaign in engagement canvas without using classic experience? I think the answer to this is no, because I mean, you cannot have just one experience while creating a smart campaign. You need to have you create a smart campaign within a program or folder, or campaign folder. You will see it in the classic experience, and from that you can switch over to the the engagement canvas experience, and that is where if you want to build it on the engagement canvas experience, you can build it out there. So I think the answer to that is no. You want to take this next question, Ajay? I will read it out for you.
Yes, please.
Yeah. If my understanding is correct, the engagement canvas is only for smart campaign and not for the engagement or event programs. Vishwa Kiran Shetty is asking this.
Yeah, Vishwakiran, this is a great question. And as far as my understanding is, wherever we are using smart campaigns, this functionality is only for that. So wherever you will be using smart campaign, that flow you will be able to build it using engagement canvas?
Amazing. There's one interesting question that I am seeing in the chat from Frank. Do you know if it will show number of people that are in wait step? That is a really great question, I think. I honestly do not think that you'll be able to see people who are in wait step because the wait step numbers that you see that are not displayed in your smart list or your schedule or your flow tabs that are actually displayed on the main campaign landing page in the classic experience. So you still have to go to the classic experience to view that. But I think this would be a great addition if Marketo has already not rolled out this feature, like showing people who are in wait step in the engagement canvas as well. But yeah, great point. Yeah, Corey Beaver is saying goodbye Lucid Chat. Yeah, we also bid a goodbye to Lucid Chat when we saw this feature.
We are saving some money here now.
Yeah. There's one more question from Frank. Ajay, maybe you can start and yeah. Where do you see the size of your target audience? I think
So so that we should be able to see it within the settings, if I'm not wrong.
hmm, yep. Next to journeys, there was a setting option there. There is one question from Anuj saying, can we change person limit through Canvas? I'm not sure what they mean by person limit. Is it the smart campaign limit?
Yes, the run the flow once.
Yeah,
I
got it.
think that is the question.
Uh-huh. Uh, I think if you have it configured in at global level in your admin settings, if you are able to see it in the schedule tab of the classic experience, I honestly think you should also be able to see it in your settings tab. If not, then this is definitely that Adobe should consider adding it. But yeah, that's a really great question. And the demo instance in which I've been testing, I don't have that settings enabled. But yeah, I will after our session, I will also look into it. But yeah, good point.
We are also learning.
Yeah, lifelong learners. Every minute I think like what are the things that I can learn next. Yeah, I think between us we have covered all the questions. Ajay. Any further remarks? We invite those who are on call, if you have any remarks, feedbacks, anything that you would like to speak on this forum, you are welcome to before we close this call. A lot of
Thank you, Arjun.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think the audience is pretty, but no worries. you, if you have any comments further and you are not willing to, probably don't want to speak in front of this audience, you can always reach out to us on LinkedIn or email. So yeah, happy to answer your questions.
And thank you so much, everyone, for your participation.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it really helps us in keep ourselves being motivated, because there is a lot that we usually spend there is a lot of time that we spend in building presentation and learning new tools and passing on the knowledge to you. So the more you attend, the more you participate, it amplifies our confidence as well. So appreciate your help.
Yeah, this is the best encouragement that we can ever ask
Yes.
and get. Really means the world. Yeah. Well, with that, I think we are going to give 5 minutes back to everyone. That is a great thing, I believe. I mean, we managed to cover the entire PPT with demo, with questions. Yeah. and and the end, we spared people 5 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone. Please, like be in touch on LinkedIn to see further chapter updates. If you are not already a member, feel free to follow the page so you get all the email communications that we regularly send out to our chapter members. And hoping to see you in our future events as well. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for
Thank you,
joining.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.